The Courage to Rise, the story of Amelia Williams. Read, imagine, learn English through stories. Amelia Williams was an ordinary girl born in a small town nestled among the hills. Life in Hillview was peaceful, but it was not easy. Most of the people in the town worked as farmers or small business owners, and Amelia's parents ran a modest bakery that had been in the family for 3 generations. Growing up, Amelia knew the value of hard work, waking up before sunrise to help her parents bake bread and pastries for the morning rush. But Amelia was different from the others in her town. While she was deeply rooted in her family's business, she dreamed of something more. She wanted to see the world, study, and make a difference. She had always been fascinated by the stories her grandmother told her about faraway places and people who achieved great things despite their humble beginnings. Amelia wanted to be one of those people. The dream. Amelia's dream was to become a teacher, someone who could inspire and empower children the way her own teachers had encouraged her. However, there was one problem: her family's financial situation. The bakery barely made enough to cover their living expenses, let alone pay for college tuition. Her parents wanted to support her dreams, but they needed her help in the bakery. They couldn't afford to lose her. At 17, Amelia found herself at a crossroads. She could stay in her town, work at the bakery, marry a local boy like many of her friends, and live a simple life. Or, she could take a risk and pursue her dreams, even if it meant stepping into the unknown without a safety net. A leap of faith. One afternoon, while working in the bakery, Amelia received a letter that would change her life. It was from the University of Westbridge, a prestigious institution known for its education program. She had applied months ago, never expecting to be accepted, given her modest background. But here it was, an acceptance letter. The joy she felt was overwhelming, but it was short-lived. "How can we afford this, Amelia?" her father asked, shaking his head as he held the letter in his hands. "We barely have enough to keep the bakery open." Amelia's heart sank. She had hoped for a scholarship, but it was too late to apply for one. It seemed like her dreams would remain just that, dreams. But then, something shifted in Amelia. She realized that if she was going to make her dreams come true, she had to be willing to fight for them. She couldn't wait for circumstances to change, she had to change them herself. She sat down with her parents and made a plan. She would work part-time jobs, apply for small grants, and save every penny she could. And she promised her parents that she would come home every summer to help with the bakery. It wasn't easy. Amelia took up multiple jobs, working as a waitress, tutoring younger students, and even cleaning houses on weekends. She was constantly tired, juggling her studies and work, but she never gave up. Her passion for learning and her determination to succeed kept her going. The struggles. The first few months at university were tough. Coming from a small town, Amelia felt out of place among students from wealthy backgrounds. They wore designer clothes, drove expensive cars, and talked about vacations in exotic places. Amelia, on the other hand, wore hand-me-downs and lived in a small, shared apartment off campus. Sometimes, she couldn't even afford a proper meal. There were moments when she doubted herself. She questioned if she was smart enough, strong enough, or even deserving of being there. She missed home, missed the familiar smell of freshly baked bread, and missed her parents. But every time she felt like giving up, she reminded herself why she was there. She wanted to make a difference. She wanted to prove that no matter where you come from, you can achieve great things if you work hard and believe in yourself. The turning point. One day, in her second year, Amelia attended a guest lecture by a renowned educator, Dr. Evelyn Harper. Dr. Harper had grown up in a similar small town and faced many of the same challenges Amelia had. During her speech, she said something that struck a chord with Amelia. Your background doesn't define your future. Your choices do. You can let your circumstances limit you, or you can use them as fuel to rise higher. After the lecture, Amelia approached Dr. Harper and shared her story. To her surprise, Dr. Harper offered to mentor her. This mentorship became a turning point in Amelia's life. Dr. Harper not only guided her academically but also introduced her to opportunities she had never considered. Through her connections, Amelia was able to secure a scholarship for her final 2 years, easing the financial burden on her family. The return home. 4 years later, Amelia graduated with honors. Her parents, who had sacrificed so much to support her, were there to watch her walk across the stage and receive her diploma. It was one of the proudest moments of their lives. But Amelia wasn't done yet. She had promised herself that she would use her education to make a difference, and that's exactly what she did. Instead of taking a job in a big city or moving abroad like many of her classmates, she returned to her hometown of Hillview. The town hadn't changed much since she left, but Amelia had. She knew she could bring something new to her community. With the support of her family and Dr. Harper, Amelia opened a small community school. It wasn't just an ordinary school, it was a place where children from all backgrounds could learn and grow, regardless of their financial situation. She offered scholarships to students who couldn't afford the fees, and she made sure that every child felt valued and capable of achieving their dreams. The impact. The school quickly became a beacon of hope in Hillview. Parents who once believed their children's futures were limited to working on farms or in small shops now saw new possibilities. The children, inspired by Amelia's story, began to dream big. Some wanted to become doctors, others engineers, and some even teachers like Amelia. But Amelia's impact didn't stop there. She started a community outreach program, teaching adults how to read and write, and offering workshops on business skills to help small business owners like her parents improve their livelihoods. The bakery, once struggling, became a thriving business, thanks to the skills her parents learned in these workshops. Amelia's story spread beyond Hillview, and soon, she was invited to speak at events and conferences across the country. She used every opportunity to share her message: your circumstances do not define you. Your courage to rise above them does. The legacy. Years passed, and Amelia's small school grew into a larger institution, but she never lost sight of her mission. She continued to teach, mentor, and inspire others. Her students went on to achieve great things. Some became doctors, lawyers, engineers, and teachers. But more importantly, they became confident, empowered individuals who believed in their ability to shape their own futures. Amelia Williams' journey was not an easy one, but it was a testament to the power of perseverance, hard work, and self-belief. She proved that no matter where you come from, with the right mindset, you can overcome any obstacle and create a life that not only fulfills your dreams but also inspires others to chase theirs. And through it all, Amelia carried with her the lessons she learned in her parents' bakery: hard work, humility, and the belief that every person has the potential to rise above their circumstances and achieve greatness. She became a living example of how one person's courage to rise can transform not only their own life but the lives of countless others. The moral of the story: Amelia's life teaches us that perseverance is key to overcoming obstacles. No matter how tough things get, persistence can help you push through. Your background does not define your future. What matters most is your determination and the choices you make. Giving back multiplies success. True success lies in helping others rise with you. Amelia's story reminds us that even the humblest beginnings can lead to extraordinary outcomes if you have the courage to pursue your dreams and the heart to lift others along the way.